Yeah, I never showed you guys my cards, but anyway, I have a pendulum here, and I wanted to test it out live, um, to see if it actually works, right? But before I do that, I wanted to show you guys my cards that I never showed you guys that I wanted to show. But so I've picked up some new cards, and I'm really feeling them. I wasn't really into like oracle cards like that, but the more I get into divinating, uh, the more I appreciate, different decks and stuff like that. So this is the chakra deck. Ask if Victor will finish his ashram. So y'all just want me to get it right into the pendulum. Hold on, I'll get into the pendulum, but uh, let me show you these cards first. I'll get into it because and you said yours broke because you kept asking and stuff. That's crazy. So I have these cards here. Hey, YouTube viewership. I don't know who's on. I'm on my iPad, so I don't know how much I can really see. Let me see. All messages are visible. I can't get any messages. Well, I don't know if I have any messages right now on YouTube. So these cards are beautiful, right? These cards are absolutely. I don't think you can see it because of my light. Hold on. Is that better? Can y'all see me? Hold on. Turn down the light a little bit. So these cards, they've got 49 unique chakra cards, each with its own fairy tale image, detailed workbook on how to use the oracle, including divination spreads and chakra by chakra insight to help guide you on your journey. A personal inquiry and a focused meditation for each card. So, this is the book that it comes with. Very nice book, right? And so there's 7 chakras, so for 7 chakras, it's 7 cards for each chakra. That's why there's 49 cards. And just like the book was saying, let's see here. This is really nice. You can see it. It's got 8 chapters, and then it's got layouts that you can use, spreads that you can use for the chakras, right? It's got a 2 card layout, a 3 card layout, 4 card layout, intentions. And so the first chapter is red, and this is the root chakra, and it's got 7 cards dealing with the root chakra, right? Imagery is beautiful, to say the least, on these cards. The next one is orange, which represents what chakra is this? Hey y'all, what's up? I believe this is the sacral, right? Hey Cheryl. Right. And yellow for your third chakra. which is the solar plexus. You see the imagery on here. Heart chakra, green. Throat chakra. So this book is really nice. I haven't gone through the entire book yet. This is the Sixth Sense. Hey Brian, what are you up to? I'm just going through my chakra cards. I just wanted to show you guys briefly. And this is the last chapter. Is this the last chapter? Yeah. Crown. And this is gray neutral. And so these are good because they add an extra layer. They add an extra layer to the reading, right? Look at the back of the cards. Very pretty. And I've already started implementing and using these. I already started using these in readings, and I started using them in my general readings, right? So I'm not going to go through each and every one of these, but, you know, I'm loving the imagery on these cards. So I've been working with these. Personally, I pull one. I've been pulling one every day and kind of meditating on it and see how I can apply it to my life. The next one is the crystal wisdom healing cards. Okay? And so what's pretty dope about these cards, let me pull them out here. What's pretty awesome about these cards is that you can take these cards and put them on different parts of your body for healing. And I believe you can also do that with the chakra cards as well. So, and these have, let me see here. 50 different cards, right? Yeah. And so let me get the book. And so this basically, in the first chapter of this book, it deals, well, first of all, there's an introduction. The first chapter deals with healing and transformation, applying the cards. You can actually use these cards, like I said, therapeutically. If you got any chakra imbalances, like I said, you can put them on parts of your body, right? And this pretty much breaks down how to do that. Chapter 2 talks about working with the cards. Chapter 3 talks about, it breaks down each of the crystals by their multi-dimensional vibration, which I think is pretty cool. So chapter 3 is crystal vibrations, multi-dimensional vibrations, earthy vibration cards. And then the next one is healing vibration cards, cosmic vibration cards, integration vibration cards, interactive vibration cards. It's actually not a book. It's actually an oracle deck. So this is a really awesome, look how thick this book is for these cards. This is really dope. It breaks down everything. Therapeutic use. So for instance, selecting your healing cards. Begin by holding the cards in your hands for a few minutes to attune to them. Ask that the cards will speak true and facilitate the healing that is for your highest good. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. First aid solutions. The cards can also bring first aid assistance to the common causes of dis-ease. So basically, you know, what does it talk about? So for malfunctioning immune system, it's saying that you can use a bloodstone or a quantum quattro. And let me see. That is, let me look if I can even find those cards. There's a lot of them. I'm not gonna look through it yet. But so for malfunctioning immune system, it says a bloodstone or a quantum quattro face down over the center of your chest. For stress and tension or inadequate rest, oralite, amethyst, or selenite card face down on your forehead or face up behind your head. It's pretty cool, right? For shock or trauma, we've got rose quartz or amethyst card face down over your heart. For toxic emotions or negative thoughts, we can do smoky quartz, oralite, or malachite card face down on your solar plexus or on top of your head. For emotional exhaustion, energy drain, eye of the storm, or flint card face in under your left armpit or face down over your solar plexus. So, hey Secret Lotus, this book is really dope. I'm talking about, I just briefly went over my chakra cards and just explained, you know, what they're used for, and there's 7 in each. For each chakra, there's 49 cards altogether. These are really beautiful cards. Like I was saying, I've implemented them in, hey love, how are you? I implemented them in my readings, my general readings, so I'm full on using these, as well as the crystal card. And so I'm currently explaining how these crystal cards, look how beautiful they are, right? What is this? A lapis lazuli. And basically, not only can they be used for divination, but you can also use them to help with dis-ease, right? Any tension, any trauma, any heartache. What else was it saying? I was actually reading it. So, malfunctioning immune system, stress, inadequate rest, shock or trauma, toxic emotions, emotional exhaustion, anxiety or fear, blocked creativity. They've got a card for everything, right? So this is really cool. So like I said, depending on what your ailment is, you know, it's even said as far as like putting a card on top of your head, putting a card under your armpit, on your back, on your chest. You can actually, you know, because the picture of a crystal still resonates and holds the power, right, of the actual crystal. And I used to do that with certain crystals that I couldn't get a hold of. I would just print the picture out and put it on my altar. And again, I'm into 2 social medias right here. So these cards are fucking awesome. What country? I'm in America right now, North America, United States of America. What country are you from? These are just gorgeous, right? Soulmate. Look at that. These are beautiful. What is this? Menolite. So I'm still learning. I just got them a few weeks ago. I am extremely intrigued. Look at this. Hold on. Peridot. Beautiful. So, it just really could. Look at this. Look at this jasper. There's crystals in here that I never even really heard of. Yeah, of course I've heard of Kenya. I did go to school. Yes, yeah. Pink granite and bloodstone. Very beautiful. So, put this up. Another deck that I've been using, or that I got. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the pendulum. You waiting on that pendulum, huh? The Rebel deck. And it's not tarot. It says tarot, but that's just for marketing purposes. It says tarot with an attitude, and it's not even a tarot card. They're oracle cards, and they have stuff written on the front and on the back of it. So whichever way, however you shuffle, you know, you pretty much get a message on both sides, which I think is pretty cool. Right? You think someone is lying. They are. These cards are pretty straightforward. There is no like looking deeper into it. You know, you can expound more to, you know, articulate a little bit better, but like get some, give some. It'll cheer your ass up. Love. Like these are so, watch out, shit could get ugly. You know, so these are pretty cool. You're being shady. They're just pretty much straightforward. So I really like these. And I've got two more, and then we're going to get to the pendulum. The universe has your back. I like these. Not as much as I thought I would. They're pretty good. And they just like... pretty much every card just shows a way of like how the universe has your back. Hey Steven, how are you, sweetheart? Just shows a way of how the universe has your back and how it supports you. And pretty much the majority of these are geared around like you know, love, being in your truth, and all of that. So like for instance, the presence of love will always cast out fear. Alright? Let me show you another one. I love the imagery on these. You did? You like it? I mean, it's okay. I'm not as connected to it as I thought I would, but I still appreciate the message. So, like, say if I was doing a reading, you know what I mean? Like, I would really only pull, like, one or two of these to go with the reading. To kind of, like, accentuate the reading. You know what I mean? This says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So the imagery is interesting. I was upside down, sorry. Very interesting. Extremely interesting. So I think this deck is gonna have to grow on me a little bit, but like I said, I appreciate it. The universe has my back. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate the imagery. And like I said, it adds to, you know, it adds to the reading. Definitely. But this is not, I would not pull like 3 or 4 cards for it. I'll get to pulling cards eventually. I may not pull cards today. I'll see how I feel. Let me get through my showing you guys all the stuff that I use. Well, the new stuff that I got. Lastly is my girl, Miss Cleo. These are very profound. They have Egyptian imagery on them. Look at that. Look at the sun. So these are very beautiful cards. All right. Yo, Secret Lotus. We're on the same frequency here, you know? So the meanings for these cards are a little bit interesting and different from what I'm used to. Very to the point, you know, but nonetheless, I like the meanings. So when I use this deck, I want to use the meanings for this deck and not just the general meanings for tarot specifically. You know what I mean? So, look at this. The Hangman, you know, this is really dope. So when I use these, I definitely go by what these represent. Now, what we've all been waiting for. Pendulum. Right? And so I wanted to test it out so you guys could see. And so basically, to use a pendulum, you should, or it said that it's best to hold it, like how I have it, between your thumb and your index finger, and kind of have it, you know, sway like that. So, let me see what I can use. Something kind of flat. Now I've got to hold it up a little bit high. Well, let me see if I can get my phone. I've got like all this stuff. Hold on, y'all. Alright, let's see how further down I can get this. Alright, so you guys can still kind of see it. So, I was testing it out because you have to program the pendulum. You have to program it to work for you. And so basically, how you program it is you get something. I've got my past life deck cards here, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the past life deck in here, right? And I'm going to state what it is. This is a cat. This is a cat. This is a cat. So you see the pendulum is swinging left to right, which is an indicator of no, this is not a cat. Okay? Alright, one more time, watch this. These are past life oracle cards. These are past life oracle cards. These are past life oracle cards. You see the front to the back swinging, which is indicating yes, or a true statement. And again, this is a dog. I'm holding a dog in my hands. I'm holding a dog in my hands. I'm holding a dog in my hands. And so we see the left to right sway. Alright, for YouTube viewership, you probably can't, they're right directly underneath me. So that's how I program this, right? So I know that when I make a truthful statement or something that's indicating yes, it's going to swing front to back. When I make a statement indicating something false or no, it's going to go left to right, right? So Victor, I got you, bro. All right, so stop it. Getting nervous. Will Victor, hold on, I just hit it, hold on. Will Victor accomplish the ashram and farm? Will Victor accomplish the ashram and farm? So clearly it's swinging front to back, right? So Victor, you will accomplish, right? So this is a pretty cool tool. If anybody else has any questions that they want me to answer, I'll go ahead and answer. If you so desire. If not, if Victor, if you're the only one that's going to be asking questions like this in this dimension and time. What? Wait a minute, you gotta write that out, sweetie. Ask like this in this dimension and time. What are you writing something else? Let me wait and see what he's getting at here. I'm trying to figure out what you're getting at, mister. So, I just thought that was really cool. I never, I don't know, I just never thought to use a pendulum. I always wanted to, but for some reason, like, I was scared to. I don't know why, but I definitely am going to work with this, and so, I was watching a couple of videos on it, and people were saying that basically it goes off of your, I have to ask in this dimension and time? Do I have to ask that? I'll ask it for you. Okay, so, alright, I get what you're saying. In this dimension and time will Victor accomplish the ashram and farm. And so you still see the front to back swinging, right? So this is pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool, and I am going to be so excited to yeah, you're saying, so Secret Lord, you're saying that it aligns with your chakra. Yeah, they were saying that it like goes off of your body. Some people were saying not to wear jewelry at first when you first start working with your pendulum until it gets used to that energy. I don't know. So I'm gonna be practicing. I'm gonna be doing different things, but like I said, I definitely see that I've programmed the pendulum, um, and I am excited to start using these in my readings. Oh, you're a medium. You want to see its power. Cool, cool. So do you work with pendulums or no? I am so excited. I'm definitely excited. Um, Most likely, and that's what I figured. I mean, there's a lot of things you can hold it in front of a chakra and it should move in a circular motion. Okay, so you guys got some thank you for hooking me up. All right. So let's see here. I feel real silly. Is that my heart chakra? Wow. This is exciting. This is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna be working with this bad boy. I'm definitely happy. I connected with it right away when I bought it. I didn't purchase it in person. I purchased it online, but I definitely felt the connection. And there were so many beautiful ones. There's so many beautiful ones to choose from. But I'm a plain kind of girl when it comes to certain things. Like my favorite deck. I'm gonna show y'all my favorite deck. Trauma in my throat chakra. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. I'm kind of plain. My favorite deck is my Hermetic deck. I love this deck so much. I've actually been through. This is my third. No, this is my second deck. So I absolutely love this, and um, the main reason why I wanted to get the pendulum is Ari. I don't want to mess up her name. Um, Ariana. I follow her. She's on my Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel. But for the life of me, I cannot remember it, and I feel so bad. But so when I pull cards, sometimes I feel like they shouldn't be reversed when I pull cards, but I have nothing to like help me gauge. I go with my intuition, but now that I have the pendulum, I can ask it, is this card meant to be reversed? Do I need to pull another card? Like, I feel like I can give more to my readings with inquiring this, with the tarot, with the oracle. So I feel like I can give more. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm a plain kind of girl. This is black and white, but it's so profound. It has zodiac, it has planets, it has elements on here. So out of all the decks that I would have to choose from, I would have to keep my Hermetic deck. I don't know. It's just, I'm so. Close your eyes, get silent, and ask your questions. You will have a reaction on the head. Okay. Yeah, thank you for giving me all these lessons and notes, y'all. I really appreciate it. So, this is my absolute lovely deck. And I kind of had to push myself to get other decks because I want to get used to working with different things. So, I've got about 9 or 10 different decks now. I'll probably continue to collect more. And, you know, utilize. But I'm also feeling the crystal cards. Um, I'm also feeling the crystal cards and the fact that you can use one for whatever ailments, for chakra aligning, and you can place these on different parts of your body. So, you know, I guess from what y'all saying, I can hold these around my chakras and see which ones need to be balanced or which has the trauma. And then I can look up my crystal healing cards and see which card would be best used to heal or to balance out my chakras. You know what I mean? So this is pretty cool. I'm absolutely in love. And what else? Where is it? I actually just bought this stone. Oh my god, 400. Oh, you are my idol. I wish. Where is my little worry stone? I can't find it. I can't find it. I actually just purchased this, and this is also on sale on my website. It's a worry stone to rub, you know, to kind of help. But I think eventually I may get there too with all those decks. 400. Wow, that's awesome. That is completely awesome. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. Lady Daisy, hey love. So you just missed. You can of course go back and rewatch, but I pretty much just talked about all the new cards that I just bought. Will the crowdfunding work for you? Okay, hold on. I pretty much just broke down all the new cards that I were working with because I said I was going to do that like a couple weeks ago when I got the cards and I never did it. And then the big thing that I really wanted to get to was the pendulum. And I wanted to see if it would work. And we've been testing it and it's been working. And so Mr. Victor here has been, and Secret Lotus has been educating me a little bit on pendulums. We've been talking about pendulums and seeing how they work. And so if you happen to have a question or anything, I'm definitely willing to help answer, right? Because we've got this here. And I already tested it to see if it worked. I tested it with an oracle deck. I put it over and I stated this was an oracle deck, and it swung back and forth to resonate yes or a true statement. And then I said it was like a dog or something, and it resonated left to right as a no or a false statement. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't, you know, this shit is awesome. Oh, I love divination. And so Victor, in this dimension in time, will the crowdfunding work for Victor in this dimension in time? Will the crowdfunding? And so I'm getting a circular. I'm getting a circular, Victor. Did you see? So is that like a I don't know? It's not a no, because a no is a little... Well, wait a minute. In this dimension in time, will the crowdfunding work for Victor? So it's giving me a left to a right and then a little bit of a circle. I don't know if you want to ask another question, right, to elaborate. So, and let's see your other question. All right, and then you've got, all right, so in this dimension of time, will the Krishna embodiment happen? In this dimension in time, will the Krishna embodiment happen? Very soft. front to back movement. So, with that being said, is there a difference between how hard the pendulum swings, right? Because some questions we see it'll swing so hard back and forth. So I'm assuming that that's like a 100% certainty. So basically, when I asked the question, Victor, about the embodiment, it moved very subtly back and forth, yes. Very small, subtly, yes. So the harder it swings, is that more of a certainty? Like if it swung really hard back and forth, is that like a fuck yeah? You know, and if it only swung a little bit, is that like a yeah, but you know. So let me ask that question again. Alright, ready? In this dimension and time, will the embodiment of Krishna happen? See, there we go with that little bit of swinging. Very subtle. Back and forth. Wow, you have one that flew across the room? Look at this. Okay, so now it's getting a little bit more steady. And this dimension in time, will the embodiment of Krishna happen? So this is awesome. I'm like, I thank you guys for being on here with me, kind of schooling me and helping me out in this. This is lovely. I love you guys. I love spiritual practitioners, yo. We are the shit. So I think I'm gonna start doing pendulum questions, maybe on my website. I don't know, but I want to get more in tune with it. Secret Lotus, I saw where you told me to carry it in my pocket, which I'll most likely do. I did that. I do that with a lot of my crystals, especially ones that I work with the most. Real crystals, not the crystal cards. And I also do that with my tarot cards. Like, I carry them everywhere. I take a book bag to work full of tarot cards, and I'm like, I mean, I go to school, but I go to school online, and nobody ever asks me, like, what the fuck is in that bag? But it's like all of my cards, right? So I definitely will be, I'll probably even really sleep with this. I'm gonna have this on me because I feel the connection. Like, I feel the connection. You know what I mean? Like, it's very strong. It's intense. I love this thing. It's very intense, from what I'm feeling, and I don't know. I'm just glad that I decided to. Everything happens the way it does for a reason. So I also want to show you guys something else too. So I've got some runes here. Hey YouTube. So YouTube, because YouTube's been up, but nobody's been on here for a minute.
What?
Yes, you just heard me say, hey YouTube, walk past. My husband is trying to get past. So YouTube, I'm working with pendulum, right? And I just explained, if you want to go back, try with your head. Okay, hold on. So I just wanted, can you close that door all the way? Because people are gonna hear you. Oh my God! Every time I go live, it's always something. You can literally hear it. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my husband. So I'm working with the pendulum, but I just was briefly talking about my new decks that I'm excited to work with: Chakra, Crystal Healing, Rebel Tarot, Miss Cleo, and The Universe Has My Back. And then we're testing my pendulum here. And I also wanted to show you guys, do you guys work with runes? I've had these runes for a very long time, but for some reason I can't connect. I've tried to study them, But I just feel like, what's wrong? So grumpy. I just feel like, I don't know. I just can't connect with them. I can't. So I've got them, and I just want to know if anybody else works with runes. I definitely want to start working with runes. They're very pretty, but I just haven't felt the connection or the need. Have you guys ever bought something and just never really felt the connection or the need to work with it or use it? So runes, they're a divination tool. And you can throw some out. You can do one, you can do two. You can use them like tarot, right? And so each rune represents something. And just like tarot, you can expound on the meaning of the rune. And these are so beautiful. They're amethyst. And so I love them. They're pretty. But I just don't feel, and I've had them for like over a year, and I don't think it's my time to work with runes. You know what I mean? I don't think it's my time yet. So I just wanted to show you guys my runes and to see if you ever related to, you know, not being able to connect with a tool that you bought. What about tarot cards? Have you guys ever had, you know, an issue connecting with tarot? Or what? So, all right. So Victor, because you, I guess you running the show today, bro. You running my live, and so we're gonna talk about. You said, close my eyes and ask, and try with my head. So what do you mean with my head? Am I putting it on the top of my head? What am I doing here? Let me see if you, don't be laughing at me. Don't be laughing. I'm trying to learn. You running the show. You got all the answers, Sway. You got all the answers, Sway. So how do I? What am I doing? No tools. So, I guess I can use this to check and see if my chakras are aligned. So let's start with my third eye. Let's see how open it is. So what do I do? Do I just like what does this mean? Alright, so I'm using my body as the pendulum, as Victor is stating. And Secret Lotus said that whenever I put it around a chakra, it should go in a circular motion, which it's doing. I don't know what to do next. What does this mean? Okay, so what am I asking? Come on, like, come on now. What am I asking here? It better be open. All them readings I do and everybody telling me I'm on point, that shit better be wide open. All right. Throat. So it's not swinging like it was swinging on my third eye. Yeah, get on. Come on, help me out here. Yes. Help me out, bruh. Help a sister out.
Oh my God.
Victor, help a sister out. Help me out here.
Alright. So what I'm asking you is like this. This
Okay.
is what I'm doing. Forget the pendulum.
Okay.
Put it down.
Right.
See? And then I just get, but I connect I'm directly connected to God. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have the same gift.
Right.
You don't need the pendulum.
But I want to use it.
All right, do it.
I want to, but not just for me, but for my clients. You know what I mean? I mean, the clients that I have, I don't really work. I work with tools, and I've been told that I'll be able to do all of this without tools. But I don't think I'm there yet. I know that when I get the cards, huh?
Try it.
Mm. I'm not ready.
What are you gonna do? You just close your eyes.
Okay.
It's simple. It's the same thing. You gotta kind of, the mind has to be shut out.
Okay.
My mind is always shut out. So you just ask.
Right.
I'll ask verbally so you can see. You know, I'll be like, in this dimension in time, will Victor open up ashram? Yes. And then, you know.
So how did you get that feeling? So what is the feeling that you get when you get yes and when you get no? Is it a different feeling? Like what do you experience?
Oh man, it's very intense. It's like a Zeus lightning bolt through my nervous system.
And so is it a different feeling for the yes and the no?
It depends.
Okay.
It's not a straight line.
Okay.
This stuff. It's never a straight line.
Right.
Because we're here in this dimension, right?
Right.
And when I was asking you before, like, well, I'll get to that in a second. Like, we're here in this dimension, and then the interdimensional reality between there and over there, where everybody is over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is just the first realm. But when you go into the higher realms and you're going straight to God,
Right.
It's like a lightning bolt into your nervous system. So when you experience it, it's like, the nervous system always has a reaction.
So when I divinate and when I really get into my divination, I sweat. I get hot. Like right now, for instance, even working with this just a little bit, I'm sweating. And we're not even getting really deep into it. So I know that's one of the things that I kind of experience. But I don't feel comfortable right now not utilizing something. You know, so
I just can tell. I can see it. You have
what?
You have the gift. You don't need it. You do what you want.
And I've been told that. So that's just confirmation for me. I think I have to get to that point. And also for my clients, I don't know if my clients are there yet to see me doing things without tools also. So I think that's something, and I don't even know. So do you work with anything? You just you, right?
It's just me.
So have you ever worked with any type of divination tools and then kind of stepped away from them, or what was your?
I've been I can't say everything on here, but like I'm very sporadic.
Okay.
I don't follow any rules.
Right.
But I follow the rules.
Right.
So if they tell me, like they told me, ask her to do this. They were asking me to ask you what I asked you.
Right.
If they don't tell me, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just watched the video.
Right.
But they asked me, connect with her. There's a connection there. I was like, all right. And then they said, ask her what you want to know. And then and I asked.
Right.
So
Right.
It's always been very sporadic like that. Like I don't. Like some people be like, oh, can you do a reading for me, right? And then it's like, all right, I don't really need anything to do the reading, but if Spirit tells me use the cards to do the reading, then I use the cards.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I never say, tarot card readings at this much or anything, because it's not about me. It's not up to me.
Right.
It's what I'm told. But you have the same gift. That's why they told me to get on the live with you.
And I appreciate it. Like I said, this is confirmation. This is definitely confirmation. I'm glad that I went live. Some told me to go live tonight. I just got off of work. I was kind of tired, and something just said, go live, and just I didn't even really know what the hell I was going to talk about, really. So I just kind of sat here. But I've definitely been told that I want to get to that point, but I don't think I have that confidence yet, or I don't know what I'm missing.
You don't believe in yourself.
That's
And you
true.
have some trauma in your throat chakras.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the throat chakra trauma. It's deep. Do you do any regression?
Not as much as I should. Hey,
Yeah.
love.
Regression is 98% spiritual work.
Right.
2% is everything else.
Right.
That's all it is. And
Right.
the more you do it, this is what I do. When I open up the ashram, it's gonna be a trauma regression place. That's all you're gonna do there. You're gonna go there and you're gonna regress trauma. You're gonna regress trauma. You're gonna regress trauma.
I have a lot of childhood trauma. Trauma. Right.
Yeah.
I have a lot of, and I have trauma from before I could even talk, like from 4 and under. I've had a lot of trauma that I really don't want to expose too much, but I've had some serious trauma from when I was younger. And I used to have dreams about things that would happen to me when I was little, or things, and I would ask my mom, like I could describe whole scenarios, and my mom was like, well, how would you remember that? You were like 1 or 2. Like I could remember like my Nana's house or something like that. Like it was really in certain scenarios and things, so I thought that was kind of weird, but yeah, I've been told that before, that I don't need the tools. I think that I don't know what I could do. Huh?
You have a powerful gift.
Yeah.
But the reason we become human, everybody's caught up with like all this all this stuff, this dimension here,
Right.
We become human to acquire trauma. You need to acquire as much trauma as you can on this plane, and then once you acquire the trauma, then it's up to you to find a way to regress the trauma out of your body.
Wow.
And out of your energy system, because the process of acquiring the trauma and then intentionally taking it out of your system is what elevates the consciousness.
Wow, that's deep.
if you're a person who just like gets pampered, you know what I'm saying, and like your parents gave you everything or whatever, and you retain trauma always because you're gonna acquire trauma, but you always live in a fluffy life, always compensating for your trauma with money and things, right? You did not fulfill. Your life is worse than a poor person.
Right.
Because a poor person is gonna acquire trauma and he's gonna go through it because he has no choice.
Right.
A rich person is gonna acquire trauma and he's gonna escape through monetary wealth.
Right.
Right. So, anybody can escape through anything. It doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor.
Right.
Most rich people don't get that, and then they compensate their traumas or their problems with attaining wealth and stuff. When you attain wealth, that's why attaining wealth is so hard. It's a spiritual practice.
Right.
So the more you attain and the rougher it gets, and the more it becomes, the more your consciousness expands because you're regressing the trauma of insufficiency, and you're regressing the trauma of things you don't even know. So if you're aware of that, and you're a person, call yourself a warlock, a witch, whatever, and you're aware of what's going on, then you intentionally regress. So then your reign to monetary wealth, right, which has an energy to it, with consciousness, does something to you very high.
Right.
That's why every guru is rich.
And I focus on reprogramming my subconscious mind. That's kind of like what I do. I work with sigils, and I work with like positive affirmations. I've been working with chakra affirmations to kind of reprogram the subconscious mind, and that's been working somewhat okay for me. I mean, I think it's been working okay. I know that I need to work more, but And also like when I work with people, it also like helps me too. Like, does that have you ever experienced that? Like when I work with people, it's like I'm releasing too when I'm helping people release.
Well, yeah, because we're all interconnected. You know
Right.
what I mean? So like like when you do any work on somebody, Reiki or whatever you're doing, huh? Um, when you're doing that, you have to be careful that you know how to get out of your body.
Right.
If you don't know how to get it out of your body, it's gonna stay in your body, and you could acquire the trauma yourself. If you know you're doing that with that, like for example, when I do Reiki on somebody,
Right.
right? Like I've never taken a course, but I'm a Reiki master.
Right.
But when I put my hands on them, I run the trauma through my nervous system, right? And if it needs to come out of my body, it comes out. And I push it out through the top of my head, and then it goes out, right? The other thing is that I do is I take the trauma in my body, and then I sit it on my liver, and
Mm.
it sits on my liver, and I leave it there, and I assess it like I'm reading a book. So I can feel the person's traumas, I can feel their emotions, I can feel how they think,
Right.
all that. So in order for me to know how I can go ahead and teach this individual later on.
So do you
And
filter
basically,
it out through your liver once you're done? Because the liver's a filter system.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Once I'm done, then goodbye. The other thing that I do is I run it through my body, and I'll amplify the trauma through my body, and then push it right back into the individual that I just took it out,
Mm-hmm.
in order for it to get amplified inside of them, so that they can regress the trauma
Wow.
through the water ducts of their eyes, so they need to cry, or get angry,
Right.
or whatever the hell that needs to happen.
Right.
But if you rely on the healer, quote unquote healer, to take in all the trauma all the time, the healer is detrimental because he's not letting you regress your trauma. If you
Right.
don't regress your trauma and you rely on healers, then you kind of become like a vegetable. You
Ah.
never grow.
Damn it. It cut off. So YouTube, I'm sorry. I hope you guys could hear that. I actually had somebody get on my Instagram live with me. He's a medium, and he was telling me, which I've been told before, that I'm very powerful with my with what I do, and that I could just use myself and not need tools. But I don't feel comfortable enough yet to not utilize tools. So this is a really cool. I'm sweating. I'm absolutely sweating. Sheesh. This is deep. So now I've got to wait for everybody to come back on. That shit just kicked me right off. Nobody wants to see me. Oh, it's hot. So yeah, YouTube, you're gonna have to run this back. This was really interesting. I actually went live to talk about the new cards that I had acquired and to show you guys the pendulum and how the pendulum really works. So yeah, I got cut off, y'all. Instagram booted me out. I guess I've been on for like an hour. I didn't even realize I was on for that long. So if you want to join in, feel free, and I'll accept you again, Victor, because this was a really good conversation. I really wasn't expecting to have a conversation. So I'm glad that you logged on YouTube. I hope that you guys were able to hear that, because he was explaining. His name is Victor, and he's on. His name is Esoteric Spiritual Hip Hop, and he was just briefly explaining how he does Reiki and how he takes it in and pushes it out. So I love you, hubby. Um, hey, yeah, I got booted off. I didn't even realize I was on for an hour.
You should listen to what I do with my music. What I do with my music is I call it esoteric spiritual hip hop. And
Okay.
what I do with it, which
I hope you guys can hear this.
people are not really understanding what's happening when they listen to my music. The whole point of the music is not the wordplay, is not um it's not even like what I'm saying per se.
Right.
It's what I'm saying and the energy that I'm releasing out of my throat chakra
Right.
in order to regress your trauma by
Mm.
exposing the human habit because I understand it very well. So I expose the human habit as a general consensus.
Right.
And when people get frustrated with the music, when they listen to it, they turn it off and they think, oh, the music is negative. But it's not that it's negative; it's that it's bringing up who you are.
Oh. And that
Yeah.
hits a nerve. We all don't like to really see who
So
we really are.
yeah, so that's what I like that's what all the lyrics and the lyrics are channeled. So it's not even for me. so so it's like that's like what I do with my music. It's like everything I do is a regression. Everything I do is to elevate the human consciousness.
Right. So my
But let
husband
me start.
said, he said, do you have binary beats in your music?
Um, binary beats. What does he mean by that?
It's a certain frequency or like bass kind of beats that like wow wow wow, like something like that. You need headphones to kind of to get a very good experience with them.
Nah. Everything is just my voice.
Okay.
I was the Kundalini people took an interest in me, and they gave me specific courses on how to use sound with my
Mm.
voice because they saw who I am, and
Right.
they showed me when I was taking my course. When I took level 2, the teacher started giving me all these courses, but she wasn't helping me regress my trauma at the time, and that's what I wanted. So I took advantage of the courses and then left. She didn't really like that, but I found another teacher that kicked my ass. That's what I wanted.
Right.
but so
Exactly.
so what I ended up so I took what I learned from them and what I naturally learned as a as me as a being and everything I learned from other teachers I've worked with. That's when I devised that form of rap. Because I used to rhyme about like very high frequency rhyming about um, esoteric work and stuff like that. But I saw that it was just giving people a good feeling and it was bypassing the trauma.
Right.
So
Right.
so they weren't going through the fire.
Right.
And I've had many different teachers I've worked with. I've worked with Ramakrishna Ananda, who's a Hindu master, and
Mm.
he's from Chile. And he gave me Shaktipat about 8 times. And when a master gives us an individual Shaktipat, they usually put their finger on their third eye,
Mm.
and then they transfer the mastery into the pineal gland,
Mm.
and they activate your dead DNA, and then you go through hell for about 3 months.
Mm.
And I had the same thing happen initially in 2005 with this master that no longer is with us, and her name is Manjaya, and she's the one who gave me my first Shaktipat experience.
Okay.
She kicked my ass.
Wow.
So it's like all that, I already had a lot of gifts when I was born, but I needed to find these individuals, and I did. I was supposed to find them earlier, I was told, but my
Wow.
parents, they weren't on that. I told my brother when I was 4 what I was supposed to do here.
Oh wow. That's deep.
And I told her who I needed to see, and I told her all these names.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
said,
And she
yeah,
probably was like, "What are you talking about, little boy?"
yeah. But yeah, so it's like, because spirit told me to come back. It's like you don't need that stuff. I mean, you can have it. You know what I
Right.
mean? I have my cards, but I do the same thing that I was telling you to do.
Right.
When I got these, right? These are like angel cards,
Okay.
and I was always against buying cards and having beads and shit and all that. I feel like you didn't need any of that props. But then when I was shown my ability to speak to God, then I was asking questions and they was like, get cards. I was like, all right. And then they're like, get these mala, I get this, I. And then it gets more intricate because
Right.
So like me learning how to fix, I had an Acura before. Me learning how to fix my Acura was a spiritual practice.
Right.
And I've never done anything with cars before. But Spirit told me, go take care of your car, do your oil changes, do all this stuff, do all this stuff. But you're not doing it as a man, doing it in the energy of me.
Right.
And I was like, all right. So then I would have the same experiences just fixing my car. So it's like that. Like that's what I teach people. Like when I take a student on, I take them on and I show them how to take. I put them kind of in a master's course.
So it's like anybody that can like perfect a craft or something that they do, it's spiritual. You know? That's
Everything.
basically right. Right.
Everything.
Right.
Put your damn shoes on.
Right.
If you do it right, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so and there was something else I tell you. Oh, yeah, they keep saying that you need to focus on your throne.
Okay.
There's something there deep for you that you need to do something with that. Regression, do something. There's a trauma there. It's not even from this life. You acquired trauma in this life from the throne, but it's not. It's a reoccurrence of a past life.
Right.
That's what they said.
Wow. And I definitely feel that. I definitely connect with that. Because and I also feel like certain blockages that I'm experiencing in this life are based upon past lives. And I think maybe the first time that I ever reincarnated, I think it was so traumatic for me that it's still following me. That's kind of what I feel, especially from like my very first. Like I feel like I have traumas from like my very first reincarnation.
Yeah.
So that definitely resonates.
And there's also okay. So there's also you have to understand that when the reason you ask in this dimension in time is because a long time ago we weren't this small.
Right.
We were
Yeah.
enormous.
Right.
We were enormous. They said watch the video. There's a video on YouTube called "What the Illuminati Doesn't Want You to Know," and it's a cartoon video, and everything on that video is real. They just didn't. They're so real. It's missing information. Like they don't talk about when we were hermaphrodites.
Right.
And they don't talk about that. They don't go that far. They don't go that back. That far back. But
So does it talk about the root races or
the what?
the root races, like the Lemurians and the Atlanteans? Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't go before that. It should, but it didn't.
Okay.
Because before that, we were hermaphrodites. And
Right.
Then split into woman and man.
Right.
There was a conspiracy that turned us into this. That's why we're so separate. So like there's something else, and I can't remember it. Fuck. I can't remember it. Oh well.
Wow.
Next time.
Well, thank you so much for joining on.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you.
You too. So feel free, anytime I go live, feel free to hop on. We can have a great discussion. All right.
Good night.
Bye. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. I have to go get something for the hubby. What do you want? Here you go. So that was awesome. I had a really good discussion, and I'm gonna be checking out his page, and I also will be checking out his music and stuff. So feel free, anybody that's joined in, to go ahead and replay this. YouTube, I'm gonna have to rewatch this to see if you guys could actually hear what was going on. But the reason why we had actually gotten to that conversation, what just happened here? Was because I had a pendulum. So it looks like my phone is about to die. I'm probably gonna charge my phone up, and then I might be back on sometime tonight or probably Thursday. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna do some readings. Okay. Um, but I'm glad that I got on. It was interesting. So YouTube, I'm out. I'm gonna go ahead and get off for you guys first.